town Detroit. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. To throw is Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 10. Now Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Give to Walker on the read option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And Walker once more. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Goff connects with St. Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Goff now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him right complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of
the ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now Wilson wants a different look. Walker now on first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Wilson on first down. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they do finally get him at the 12. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, Montgomery. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action now. Wilson. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Completes it to Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Hold on. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Goff. Flushed out. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On the move to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And this one will be brought back to the 22. After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They pitch it out to Montgomery. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Goff. St. Brown on the catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here comes second down. Throwing now is Wilson. That's caught by Diggs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Running left is Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to Walker on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's 1st and goal. Again, it's Walker. And to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now this will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us.